Lenny in Decatur wrote in saying, our HOA is telling us to add mulch to our beds and to trim our bushes. I am ready to hurt someone. Oh my gosh. I'll bet you Lenny feels like an outcast, or an outcast who wants to punch somebody. He says, how do we make them stop? Well, the truth is that Lenny, they may or may not have the ability to do that. Now, it says he's from Decatur, and a lot of the subdivisions in Decatur are older. They're not even subdivisions, but let's say it was a subdivision in Decatur built in the 70s. They might not have any mandatory covenants and restrictions. And so, Lenny, my advice to you would be to check the county courthouse records or to ask the HOA to give you all of their governing documents. If you're governed by them and you ask for a copy of the governing documents, the bylaws, the covenants, conditions, and restrictions, any modifications or amendments to those, ask them to give them to you, and all of the HOA's power comes from those documents. Now, if there are documents in place, Lenny, that say they have the ability to have an architectural control or review committee, and it says they have the right to keep you to hold you accountable for keeping a certain amount of mulch in your beds and your bushes trimmed and your yards looking good, then you might very well have to do what they're telling you to do. Ask for those governing documents and review every single page, every single word. Oh my gosh, I've probably just made most of you say, forget it, I'll rather just follow the rules. But I mean, they're not that long, maybe a couple hundred pages total, and read them, and it'll say exactly what they can and cannot do. Now, my suggestion, by the way, Lenny, instead of feeling like an outcast and feeling like you're being picked on, hey, get on the board. I know I probably just made some of your skin crawl, but get on the board and you'll be part of the solution. If you don't like what the HOA is doing, then maybe you can help make it change. Now, my suggestion is, by the way, that if you're listening and you're on an HOA board, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing, and in most cases, a lot of times HOAs can have a lot more influence with their members if they just talk to them friend to friend instead of talking to them boss to employee. It's just my suggestion.